Hey, does someone at work like you? Or maybe at school? How do you know? Stick around and find out 5 telltale signs on how to know if someone likes you. This is Wholesome Dating. I'm Matty Tabs. Let's just dive right in. Alright, today we're going to discuss 5 great ways to know if somebody likes you. Now, these are not gender specific because there are a little bit of differences between the genders, so I'm going to just keep them more gender neutral, where most people will do these things. Of course, not all, and they don't all mean, each individual thing doesn't mean that they are infatuated with you, but when you have all 5 of them in one, from one person, then I think it's pretty safe to say that they are quite infatuated with you. So let's get right into it. The first one is this extended eye contact. Now, if you catch them giving you a longer look, just a little longer, maybe like a beat or two, and then they maybe look away shyly or give you a little smile, those are great signs. Nobody does that if they don't even know you, especially when women do that. Because in psychology, women don't even acknowledge people that they are not attracted to. If a woman doesn't find you attractive in any way, shape, or form, her brain chemistry almost makes you look like you're invisible. Which is unfortunate for us guys, but that's reality. But if she's looking at you, she's staring at you, she's smiling at you, putting her hair back, you know, the typical stuff you see on TV? That is one great way of knowing if she likes you. Now, guys do this as well. They're just, a little bit more, can be a little bit more creepy about this, unfortunately. But that is usually in the eye of the beholder. The next one would be they just come up with the lamest excuse to talk to you. Oh, I just came by because I wanted to know if you like muffins. Just to be able to talk to you. It's cute in the future if you guys are together, and then you think back and go, oh, you know what? Remember that one time when you came to talk to me just to find out if I like muffins? Like, who doesn't like muffins? These lame reasons are just excuses so that they can chit chat with you because they like you. So if you find yourself in a weird conversation, maybe think about, you know what? Maybe this person is attracted to me. Because more than likely they are. And just jumping right into number 3, body language and mirroring. So it's very common. A couple of things. If they mirror what you're doing, it's an unconscious way for them to get you to like them. So it's very common that we just, monkey see, monkey do kind of deal. And we like to do what we see from other people that we like. So if I were to come in nice and tight like this and whatnot, it's very common to see the other person come in nice and tight. Now again, this does not mean that they are infatuated with you on its own. So you could be actually saying something extremely interesting, let's say, work related or their interest related, and they will lean in because they're interested in what you're saying. But again, if you combine all these, that's where we're going to get to the bottom of whether or not they are indeed in like with you or infatuated with you or in love with you. Especially one of the bigger components for women is if they point their toes at you. It's kind of weird, but women tend to square up with people that they're interested in. And that interest is not only sexual or romantic. That's also just genuine interest of like curiosity and whatnot. So they may not be physically attracted to you, but they're attracted to you in some manner for them to want to square up with you, which means that their toes are pointing at you. They'll either shift in their seat to point towards you, and another great thing that they do is potentially play with their hair. Now, you got to be careful with each individual body language things because sometimes their natural tick or their little mannerism is just to play with their hair, and it means nothing. But overall, when you combine all these things, it's very likely that they like you. The next one is laughing at all your jokes. Look, some of us are pretty freaking hilarious out there, myself included, and I know you're looking at the screen going, how are you funny? My wife thinks I'm funny, so that doesn't matter. But none of us are so funny where everything we say is absolutely hilarious. But when they like you or are in love with you, let's say you're in that honeymoon stage, notice when somebody's in the honeymoon stage, they will laugh at everything. I remember when my wife was madly in love with me, which I hope she still is, but she used to laugh at anything I said. Even if we were with family and I would say anything, she'd be the only one laughing her head off, and everybody else would be like, "It's not that funny, girl." And I'd be like, "Yeah, it's not that funny," but she'd be dying. Why? Because she was just so into me that she couldn't help but laugh at all my stupid jokes. So when you make stupid jokes and somebody constantly laughs, trust me, you're not that funny. They more than likely really like you. So that's a great way of figuring it out. And the last one, probably the most obvious one, would be playful jealousy. Whether they say, "Oh, I'm jealous of your girlfriend," or, "Oh, how come your dog gets to jump on you and lick your face?" This kind of playful jealousy is such a huge telltale sign that they like you and want more than just friendship with you. So keep an eye on those things. They're very important, especially if you're trying to figure out if someone likes you. And you know what? At that point, you need to understand, do you like them back? You need to consider these things. And if you do, great. Act on it. If you don't, unfortunate, but you also need to act on it. You can't string someone along. So if you're noticing these things and you're not into them either, or if you're not into them, then maybe it's time to just have a sit down and be open and honest with them and let them know, listen, I'm not interested. It's better to do it earlier than later when they get even more in love with you and whatnot. So try to cut that off. It'd be healthier for both of you. And that's how to figure out if someone likes you. Good luck out there. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button and leave your comments below. Until the next time, cheers.